What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Buffalo safety Demar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest on the field Monday night, and medical personnel got to him and they were able to administer CPR. They had the defibrillator they had to bring out to get his heartbeat back going, and they rushed him to a local Cincinnati hospital where his vital signs are normal. They had to put a tube down his throat so he could breathe, and right now he's being monitored. His family is there. There's a lot of information out here as far as what his condition is, but until we get a press conference from the primary doctor for Demar Hamlin, we don't know what's going on. I believe that it is a touch and go situation. I'm praying for him to fully recover, and hopefully he'll be able to live a normal life. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. The play did not seem like a real violent play, but when you look at the play closely, as the receiver T. Higgins had took a pass from Joe Burrow, and Hamlin was there to make a tackle. He tackled him up high around the shoulder area, and you can see the impact of T. Higgins' pads hitting the chest area of Demar Hamlin. Demar Hamlin quickly got up, but after momentarily standing up, he collapsed. When I saw the facial expressions of his teammates, in particular wide receiver Diggs and quarterback Josh Allen, I knew it was much more than what I thought previously when he first went down. I thought he probably dealing with maybe a concussion or maybe some kind of spinal injury, which have been known to happen in the sport of football, in the NFL, in sports, no matter what level of football you're on, NFL, collegiate, high school, junior high, all the way down even to Pee Wee League. You've seen these type of traumatic incidents occur. But all that being said, this is a very, very serious situation. It was one of them situations that kind of reminds me, it was such a serious situation and historic situation. You're going to remember where you was when this happened. I know I'm remember where I was. Kind of reminded me when Magic Johnson first contracted HIV. I knew exactly where I was when that announcement got made. You kind of remember different sporting events. We go back to the NBA. Kermit Cintron, when he hit Rudy Tom John Vonnegut. Rudy Tom John Vonnegut smashed his face in several different places. He got rushed to the hospital, and he was fighting for his life. You remember that incident? There's a lot of different incidents. That incident was involving violence. This incident was just a NFL play being made by Hamlin to bring down a wide receiver, T. Higgins. Very, very unfortunate situation. The NFL is by far, I ain't gonna say by far, but it's definitely the most violent major sport here in the United States. I wouldn't say it's the most violent sport, period. It's a debatable that boxing, is just as violent or maybe more violent because you're taking punches in the head. You're taking concussive punches in the head. So that is very, very dangerous sport in comparison to the NFL. So I think those two sports are definitely the two most violent sports. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Now, there was a boxer that got hit in the chest with a punch, and he died in the ring. I can't remember his name. This happened a couple of years ago, and it was a serious, serious situation. Unfortunately, we've had several boxers pass away in the ring, and later on outside the ring, after they took so many punches, they got rushed to the hospital and they died. I remember watching this fight on ESPN. I believe it was Friday Night Fights. When they used to have Friday Night Fights on ESPN, it was a European fighter. And he had a hell of a chin. Took a lot of punches, and was able to survive. Either that fight went to 12 rounds, or maybe his corner stopped it late, but he did not get knocked out. He took a lot of punishment, and later on he died at the hospital. As they was trying to, I think he was walking back to the locker room after the fight, and he was walking, and all of a sudden he just collapsed. And then, the ambulance and the medical personnel got to him, and they was able to put him on a stretcher and take him to the ambulance and take him on to the hospital, but he later died. So this is a serious situation. So when these guys put their lives on the lines in the NFL and in boxing, man, you got to understand that when you calling these people football players, this football player is sorry, this football player, ain't doing his job, this football player need to be selling insurance, or this boxer is ducking this boxer can't take a punch, this boxer ain't got no power, this boxer is slow, this boxer is nothing but a club fighter, this, that, and the third. When you saying this about these people that putting their lives on the line, and you not doing it, you on the outside looking in, you doing, you're doing the fan thing, watching it, and you critiquing it, and you putting your 2 cents in it. You got to understand that they're doing something, they're putting their lives on the line, and they're, their families, every time they enter a football stadium or enter a boxing ring, are always on edge in a lot of cases, wondering, hoping that their loved one is able to come home. And that's what all you want to do when you play a football game. You want to play the game, play 4 quarters, and you want to be able to come home to your family. And that's nothing 100% about that when you're talking about a football player or a boxer. So the update is he's in critical condition, and he's got a tube down his throat to help him breathe. So that's all we know right now. His vital signs are fine. Hopefully they'll be able to take that tube out of his throat. He'll be able to breathe on his own. I think that's going to be the next step. Hopefully that'll be the next step, and he'll be on the road to recovery. My thoughts and prayers go out to Demar Hamlin. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family, and I hope he has a full recovery. And I salute the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals for doing the right thing and canceling that game. This is much bigger than sports. This guy's livelihood is on the line, and everything needs to be focused on him, and hoping and praying that he recovers from this experience. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard.Briscoe.3551. Like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend, and I holla.